Tustin man is accused of impersonating a police officer. Anaheim police arrested 39-year-old or 35-year-old Richard Moore. They say he was driving a suspicious vehicle with police-style emergency lights near Euclid Street and Cerritos Avenue. Detectives believe he may have approached several unsuspecting victims posing as an officer. They're hoping anyone who encountered Moore when he was acting like a cop will call Anaheim police.
Police say a mother threatened to kill her baby because a man wasn't returning her calls. During video, her putting a pillow over her baby's face was played in court today, but it still wasn't enough to convince a judge to keep her behind bars. A warning, the video is tough to watch. We're only playing a small portion of it. The baby is okay and now in state custody. Because he wasn't messaging her back, she decided to threaten him by harming her child.
A criminal complaint from May states how desperate 26-year-old Jalen Johnson was to get a call or text back from a man in California. He told police they had dated briefly and he wasn't the baby's father. After repeated unanswered calls, police say she sent him text messages saying, "Pick up your phone or I will suffocate my son." "Okay, let me record me suffocating him then. This is going to be the best feeling in the world."
And saying things like, the best part is knowing that he's going to die.
Police say she then sent the man a video. The infant would be okay, but it shows his mother covering him with a pillow for several seconds. The baby is heard crying hysterically, but again was okay. The man called Albuquerque police to check on Johnson and the infant at this motel on Central near Tramway. Johnson was charged with child abuse and extortion. She took off to California, where she was arrested and brought back to New Mexico. She faced Judge Joseph Montano today, where the DA's office fought to keep her locked up.
The main concern is the safety of the child, or any child, if she's willing to hurt her own child for something so small because somebody won't text message her back or call her back. What else would she do to somebody else or to another child?
Judge Montano decided to let her out on an ankle monitor.
In a statement from the Public Defender's Office, Johnson's attorney states these are not the choices you'd make if you were in your right mind. It was easy for police to see that Ms. Johnson needed help. Ms. Johnson has no access to her child and will be under stringent conditions when she's released from jail, including getting the mental health treatment she needs.
APD has arrested the man they believe shot at another while he was on a morning walk near Uptown. On Monday, Alfonso Gallegos was near Jerry Klein Park near Constitution in Louisiana when this white truck hit him, and then the person inside started shooting at him. Gallegos hid behind cars and was able to get away. Today, APD announced Concepcion Guillas has been arrested for that incident. In the criminal complaint, it reveals Guillas may also be the person who shot and killed the 13-year-old girl who was in a car on Avenida Cesar Chavez back in March. We are working to learn more.
Community groups are calling for the resignation of a judge after a former Tomball ISD teacher was given what they believe is a light sentence. Prosecutors were asking for at least 20 years in prison for Marco Bodine. That sentence was much less. Our Rochelle Turner live downtown, where activists are expected to speak about this morning. Rochelle?
Good morning. They are very upset and frustrated after Marco Bodine was sentenced to 10 days in jail and a 10-year probation. On Tuesday, Marco Bodine pled guilty to aggravated sexual abuse of a child under 14. Court documents reveal the former Tomball ISD teacher befriended a 13-year-old student on an online video game and sexually assaulted him for 3 years. They texted, exchanged explicit photos and videos, and had sex in her classroom and car several times. Judge Greg Glass sentenced Bodine to 60 days in jail and 10 years probation. Far shy of prosecutors' push for at least 20 years in prison.
There are certain types of cases that, in my opinion, really should only warrant punishment, and that is this kind of case.
Harris County Prosecutor Jana Oswald is chief of the Crimes Against Children's Division. She says the max sentence could have been life in prison.
I'm heartbroken for the complainant and his family. I am really disappointed in the outcome as a prosecutor, as a child abuse prosecutor, and I'm disappointed as a citizen of Harris County.
Many parents are frustrated.
It's really hard to wrap our minds around why someone would do such a thing, but evil exists in the world.
And Bodine, again, will have to serve 60 days in jail and a 10-year probation. Now, she won't have to report to jail until June of next year because she has a young child. She will have to register as a sex offender for life. Reporting live from downtown.